I got another video for you, and today's video I decided to do a 2-in-1, so this is next in the Dubai Chronicles, I call it, so vlog. So this one will be all day 3 and day 4, so split into two. So first part of the video we'll be talking about day 3, so Monday, and then the second part of the video we'll be talking about day 4. Now on to the video. So basically the first part, like I said, is the day 3, which is a Monday. So on Monday we went to the Emirates Mall. It's not too far there. It's got the usual like how as you do in Dubai Mall as well, like different floors, like quite a lot. And one of them things I did was, whilst these guys went shopping, I went to the ski thing. It's basically where you go do a ticket thing, but luckily we had like one of package things, so we had to print out the ticket, the wristband, and then go in, and then you go straight like in. No, first you have to get your like gloves, and then you go in, then you have to get your waiting line, get your boots, trouser, and jacket. And then if you got, depends on what package you basically got. So the one I got, I don't have to like do the ski thing. You can just like go straight in. Once you put the boots, the gloves, trousers, and the jacket on, and go in. But if you got a different one, then you have to go to somewhere else, like different line as well, and get like the other essential stuff, as well as the like ice skating things, or like some people did, which is a skiing thing basically. It's up to you. And then when you go in, the initial thoughts are like, when you go in is like obviously icy, quite cold, you definitely feel it. And then it's like a glue thing, wherever. And go in, then proper in that bit where you can do different like activities, or different like rides kind of thing, like a slide. There's one where you go down a slide. There's also like a thing where you go like that thing, whatever you call it. There's quite a few, and one of them is like when you go around the corner as well. Like one of them is like where you go like that, like one of the first ones where you go like that, they push you down the side there. We got like bobsled thing, kind of sexual, like that. And then one of the things as well is like, there's like, like how you got ski thingy where you go like, when you go like, for example, somewhere it's cold and you do ice skating, or do like snowboarding, like that, and you're like there, little lift, yeah, like that. And you can, there's like a middle bit where you get off, it's up to you, and do the thingy, or stay on. I got off and I was debating, like, should I stay on, or should I go, should I do it? I don't know. I was like, no, I'll leave it. So I went back onto one of the lifts and then go back. It's up to you. So yeah, and then from there comes now the food bit, where we had lunch there, where we went to the food court, had McDonald's, and it's basically the actual like food court is like, it's got a lot of things. Obviously, like, everything's halal, so you got McDonald's, Pizza Hut, you got Chinese, you got quite a few things basically, like quite a lot. So it's that, and basically this is what I had put here, which is like a smoky barbecue burger, where it's like a £1/4 burger with cheese, turkey rashers, mayo, I think it was, I can't remember. And yeah, it's quite nice. Like the burger was really nice. It's on a seasoned bun, as you can see, still nice, soft, flavorful. I think it also had like barbecue sauce as well. Still, it's quite nice. But another thing is very messy, but it's quite nice. Chips, the usual McDonald's chips, chips and drink, the usual McDonald's one, where hot, but then it gets like cold quickly. So usual flavour there, but still quite nice, flavourful when you got it done. Same with the burger. The drink was I think I'm gonna tell you. No, it's the first one I'll tell you. But basically, you know like how in America you're like, oh, the medium is like our UK large. It's basically that. It's really big. I'm like, wow, it's nice though, but still quite big. Yeah, and then had that, and initially the food court not that great because like it's very like small, always very busy. People get in the way when you like traffic. It's really hard to like find space. Not just trying to like get through queue and stuff. And like the actual service is long, and it's even longer than the McDonald's here in the UK. But also like just like generally itself trying to find space, sit down, just difficult. If you want to sit in, but yeah. And so initially, what I'd give that McDonald's is definitely a 7.5 out of 10. So which one would I recommend getting? I'll definitely say I think the speedy kind of sense wise, in a sense where it's like, it doesn't take as long, I'll say UK, but because because it's halal, I'll say Dubai, because not just because halal, but also because it's got a lot more options as well, which obviously because I can't eat anything here except for like the veggie or the fillet fish, but it gets boring after a while, or like that vegan one, the what do you call it? But it's better to just like Dubai at least has a lot more options and you can actually eat it halal, so that's good. And later on basically chilled, and then I don't think it was that long after really where got ready and we went to this boat thing which I'll put there. But don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and share this. So yeah, so we went to the next activity like I said was like that cruise thing, but it takes ages to like not only driving there but also trying to find it, and then when we did the boat itself is not that clean, no hygiene really, and we sat upstairs. Obviously the weather was still quite nice, but because oceans is obviously better to take a jacket, and so yeah, so starters, because buffet as well, so the starters they give you is obviously the samosa stuff, which I'll put here. It's quite nice, like nice, soft. Some of it's okay. And then the next bit after that is eventually, because I have like each table that yeah you guys could go then, like they say when, but then yeah some of the stuff weren't that great. Like none of it looked that great, but the dessert, absolutely amazing. Like the actual like thing itself is like the thing I got chicken and stuff, but I was like have that, but not really that great. Like the taste or flavour, not really that great. And then what they have is like the boat goes obviously round. It takes ages. Like after you've eaten as well, it's just like so boring. And this is what I had, like, show you here. And then basically the dessert, like I said, was the best part. Like the cakes and stuff, nice, soft, flavorful, absolutely amazing. Like even some of them that actually did not look nice, they were absolutely beautiful. Literally the best part of the cruise. And what they did as well, like they show you that around the thing. They also have like historical thing as well. But it's like kind of boring, not really that great, not worth it. So would I say that what I would recommend the food? I would say the cruise, I would not recommend you doing that. But for the food I would say no either. But dessert definitely worth it, but other than that, not that great unless you're into like the landscape things or where it's like round. But yeah. And that's it. That's the end of day 3. And I'll see you in the next one, because this one I didn't realise was going to be quite long, so that's why I'm going to break into, like I said, in the next video, day 4, so it should be in a bit. So see you in a bit.